he'll quit. And he says, did I have a choice? And I said, what do you mean? You were the head of state. He said, yes, but there was a day that the U.S. He got a visitor, an emissary from the U.S. State Department, come to look for him, and he gave him a letter which said he should prepare the country for civilian rule with no options. So he conferred with his advisors, and then we went constitutional. Of course, he became president for
8 years.
Yeah. Well, that is all that the Western world wanted, that you can't rule continuously like a dictator. So he went through it, and he finished his term. President Kufuor came, and we carried on the fourth the Republican Constitution, which was signed by him, has survived since '92. Nobody has even attempted to throw the Constitution away. So for me, that is a positive. He managed to lead the country in a state where coup d'etats became a thing of the past.
So he ended the coup d'etat.
He ended it, and for me, we can give praise for that, if nothing for nothing at all. And we've been working with that Constitution, and the Supreme Court and things have been working at interpreting what the framers meant at any point in time where there was a disagreement. So I think so far, so good.
I mean, God has his ways. God decided to take him. But do you think we would have needed someone like a Rawlings around to be checking us? He was checking Kufuor, he was checking Mills, checking Mahama. You think maybe like the senior
where we respected him as him being the one, if you like, who came before us. He signed the Constitution into law, and I don't think the Constitution makes provision for somebody to be a senior prefect.
No.
To checkmating people. No. He didn't make that provision. But he did it out of his own volition. He thinks that this country is not going in the right direction. He will go and mount a platform somewhere and say things, and boom, as they say, we used to say.
Yeah.
He will boom against the government.
Yeah.
And there were times that he and I went out and he did that, and I came back and I said, why did you have to say what you said? And he said, you don't know what is good. I said, no, Chief, but this is constitutional rule.
Yeah.
So now he thinks, okay, maybe he's going to test the ground. Then he drives into town. He goes to the airport shell, for instance, and then parks his car, goes into the shop as if he's buying something, just to see how people respond to him, because he has gone and boomed against a government. And the people come to him, everybody say, hey, Rawlings, like the world, I want to take a picture with you. Then he said, now he comes to me and said, come and check what the people are doing. So the people are hailing you. They're not hailing you because of the boom. No. Because they just surprised to see a president in the shop.
Yeah.
So that's exactly it. He had charisma.
Yeah.
And he was somebody somebody said you don't like him. When you meet him, then suddenly you're frozen. You're going to be nice to him.
Yes.
This is his blessing.
Yeah.
But then he had to go, like you said, so early. I don't know.
Now, what are some of the principles that he left behind, Rawlings, that you think we can deploy? I mean, a lot of his ideas may have been what we saw in the Constitution based on maybe how they were shaped and all of that. But were there some principles when he was head of state that you think as a country we can learn from, and if we implement, we would go places?
Principally, he believed in being told the truth about a situation. So when he met with his ministers at the time, he used to tell them, just let me know the truth, and then we will find a solution to the problems that are confronting us. So don't try to throw dust in my eyes or tell me what you think I should hear. For that one, I heard him complain several times to people. And for me, that's a good principle. Let's lay the cards on the table. This is our situation. Finance minister, this is our situation. How do we get out of it? Sometimes he tells you, I don't know how to do it. He said, I'm the choboy type. Mine is doing the heavy lifting. But I brought you guys in as the people who have schooled to whatever level to tell us how we get ourselves out of the situation. So in one of these, and then this issue of corruption, for instance, he
probity, accountability, social.
Exactly. There was a day that one gentleman handled something, and And he was so livid. I'll tell you what happened. The World Bank financed a project. And in that project, it was something to do with agric or something, or some work they were doing. And they needed some calculators to do a certain job. And somebody, for some reason, decided to buy very high-tech equipment. And the belief is that that person wanted to cream off,
cut off some bills.
So the World Bank money was used in that manner. And of course, at some point, it's like wasted resources. So President Rawlings went somewhere, the World Bank president who had just come to visit Ghana, and somebody had told when they met the workers in the field, somebody mouthed it in the presence of the World Bank guy and the president that they're going to import this high-tech equipment. We don't need this. And this is all that we needed for the job. So obviously, the World Bank guys, see how you wasted resources.
Yeah.
You're going to import something
We don't need.
So as soon as he came back, he was looking for the person who did that. And it was Ato Ahoedem who went in to stop, because he was really going to get them to arrest the person.
Oh.
Why you had to do a thing like that? Yeah. And I'm embarrassed by the World Bank.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are some of these principles that don't waste resources, tell the truth. These are some of the values that he stood for. There were times, if some people do not tell him as it is, so sometimes he goes into overdrive, and there's a bit of excesses in the way he conducts his business. So when I worked with him, we were that close, and the first thing he told me was that respect me as the occupant of the seat, okay, but tell me the truth, and don't shy away from, calling my attention to something I'm going wrong.
So no bootlicking.
Yeah. So I came straight at him. I mean, I didn't joke with that, and he liked me for that. So when he's sitting somewhere and he's talking something, I said, no, you shouldn't be saying something like this. Then he looks at me in the corner of his eye, and I'm winking to tell him to cut it. And then he said, well, you seem to want to behave as if you know everything. I said, no, Mr. President, if you say something, you are a big guy.
Yeah.
If you say something and it's wrong, it affects too many people. If you want to say it, give it to me to say it. At least I'm a smaller fish. But you are a big,
Yeah.
So he understood. These are some of the things that, we became friends for. We got that close because of some of these things that you are bold enough to raise the issues with him.
His daughter is a member of parliament on the ticket of the NDC now. His wife though left and formed another party. I don't know what your relationship with her now is, but would you say she should come back to the NDC, or you think that ship has long sailed?
I don't know whether she would want to come back to the NDC. I don't know, because nobody has ever told me. There were some, I think when I fell out with him after he had fired me.
After he fired you by text message. For those who don't know, he was sent a text message. Generally sent a text message to fire him as a spokesperson many years ago.
That is true. And I still have issues, the children, some of them don't want to talk to me. But Zaneto, she's down to earth.
Okay.
We had a couple of meetings. And I would love to, make up with the mother. As to coming back to the party, it's not within my power to do that. I mean, she could have done that herself, or, we can't really bring her in against her wishes. It's up to her, When the husband was alive, she never did.
Yeah.
Husband was caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Founder of our party, and my wife.
Must have been a very difficult thing for him.
Could you abandon your wife? No, nobody abandons their wife, because the mother of your children, not for anything at all. So he managed to steer his way until God came for him. I don't know what the situation is now, whether she wants to come back to our party.
But you want to make peace with her?
Yeah, because I think there are certain things that if I had a chance, I would explain things to her, and she would say that I wasn't wrong. But she also disliked me for some reason.
Yeah. But should the party try and make peace with her too? Do you think the party should make the overtures, or the party should just stay?
I think from what you said, the ship has long sailed. Now the kid, the tough guy on the block now is John Mahama.
Yeah.
He was one person that, incidentally, the president identified him right from when he was a young person, when he came into the party. If you remember, there was a film, a footage where he invited him to go and light the perpetual flame in front of Jubilee Flagstaff House there.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
He was going to light, JJ was going to light this in Revolution. That time he was wearing the uniform. He called John Mahama and one other, but he called John Mahama first.
To do that.
And he was only a deputy minister.
I see, at the time. So that was 96.
So that means
he was grooming him.
Well, I don't know whether he was grooming or he spotted him.
Okay, Zaneto Agyeman Rawlings is not in the Mahama government as a minister. There are many people who are saying that this is an assault on the memory of Jerry Rawlings. Some are saying, oh, you should have given him minister. There are even claims that he was offered a deputy minister and she rejected and all of that. I don't know if you have heard these rumors. As an ambassador, you don't deal with rumors, but
no, me, I'm a politician first.
Oh, yeah. But
so I know everything that goes on.
So you followed that.
I did.
I did. How should it be handled, or how should it have been handled?
It was the president's prerogative who appoints. You could have chosen not to appoint me, even though, we all played our role in making sure that we won the elections.
But must a Rawlings daughter or a Rawlings not be in a Rawlings party government?
Well, she's a member of parliament for NDC and for the constituency of Kole Klote.
Yeah.
As to why she was not made a minister, I don't think I've discussed this with the president. So, like I said to you, he is the capo. He's the one who makes that decision. He's the appointing officer. And seriously, I cannot say he should go this way or that way unless it's a personal chat with him.
Okay. Yeah. The party is in power now. You have 4 years. But President Mahama is not going to run again. Well,
that's what he said, isn't it?
No, he cannot. The constitutional.
No. Okay.
Yeah, constitutionally.
No. So people were trying to push for that kind of thing that's happening in Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes. Constitutionally bad.
I think he has done a lot for our party.
Now there's jostling for his replacement. It's happening already. I don't know if you are a politician, so you've seen it.
You've seen people are talking. Let me put it this way. Nobody. I don't know about the one they said I see the Getia. He said he was doing a thank you tour. That's what I heard. Unless you heard otherwise, you had the media. So I cannot speculate, even though people may be saying things. If you confront the issue, the person said, I never said anything like that. They said the chief of staff does weekend walks with people. So he's preparing himself for the thing. They haven't actually announced it. You can hear people sometimes say it. The next president, that kind of thing. It happens. It was happening many years ago for John Mahama and the rest. So
it's normal.
It's normal for them. Maybe they're trying to prepare the ground for themselves. I don't know.
Is it too early, you think, for these things?
I think so.
It's okay.
I personally think so. That talk about preparing to replace John Mahama is too early because we haven't even done 1 year coming to office, seriously. And my understanding, when we are, according to our constitution, if we're in office, we choose our flag bearer a year before elections. When we're in opposition, we do it 2 years before. So you can imagine what John Mahama has gone through, the up and down of the country and resources,
So if you had your way, you'd tell those people to stop?
They're taking off too soon because if too many people enter the thing right now, then instead of us focusing on building this nation, or pursuing the agenda of the vision of John Mahama, we'll start disturbing and people are now campaigning instead of.
Will Victor Smith one day also